The leap of faith scene from Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse is one of the most iconic scenes in all of cinematic history. So why do we not have a Lego set version of this scene? Speaking of Into the Spider-Verse, why don't we get some cool portal sets going? You know how they travel through the Oran Octagon portals throughout the entire movie? Wouldn't it be so awesome to get a tunnel of those in Lego, connecting to different miniature Spider-Man dimensions? You get a Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hare, maybe even a Spider-Man India minifigure in this set. I feel like this would be such a cool opportunity to get some new translucent pieces, as well as good minifigures. And this is 25 more things I think Lego should make. Keeping on track with the Across the Spider-Verse theme, what about a Spider Society or the Spider Headquarters? You get a ton of different variants of Spider-Man in that set. Or Kingpin vs. Miles Morales' final fight from Into the Spider-Verse. One of my favorite scenes personally from that movie. It would be so awesome to get a Miles and a Big Fig Kingpin, or maybe a brick built one too. And with the new Spider-Man 2 PS5 game coming out, you can get a ton of new sets for the original PS4 game, the Miles Morales, and the new Spider-Man 2. Speaking of which, why not get some Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom sets in there? You get some super cool Sky Island themed for the new Tears of the Kingdom game with like a Link and some Zonite characters to fight against, and just some cool Sky Island builds. I think that'd be awesome. Now, one thing I think we can all agree we would love to see in Lego is Shrek. Shrek is one of the most iconic characters from pretty much everybody's childhood, and is one of the biggest memes of all time as well. So getting Shrek's swamp or his house would be iconic. We could get Puss in Boots, Donkey, Fiona, Shrek, maybe even Lord Farquaad or one of the villains throughout one of the movies. And of course, you get the classic outhouse too, where he could stomp through and go. Somebody once told me. What a complete icon to our society. I salute you, Shrek. Speaking of iconic things from our childhood, why not Lego Phineas and Ferb? A while back, they were actually going to make a Phineas and Ferb set, but they decided not to for some reason. And with 2 seasons being renewed on Disney Plus, there would be no better time than right now. I'd love to see a Phineas and Ferb house with the backyard and a tree, maybe even a secret feature for Perry the Platypus's lair underneath. Or, of course, you got the Doofenshmirtz Incorporated, which would just be iconic. You get Doofenshmirtz, Perry, maybe Norm. I would love to see Phineas and Ferb Lego, and I'd literally pay any amount of money to get this. I think anyone would pay money to buy Phineas and Ferb Lego. That's just so cool. More classic TV shows from the Nickelodeon include Thundermans and Henry Danger. Henry Danger still being my favorite show to this day. The comedy is so great on that show, and the Thundermans is also a great one. But to see Lego sets for these would be awesome. There's been tons of fan concepts for both of these, the Man Cave and the Thundermans house. Personally, getting the Man Cave would be awesome. Getting Henry, Kid Danger, Ray, Captain Man, all those guys in a man cave would be the dream come true. And there's supposed to be a Henry Danger movie coming out later in the next few years, as well as a Thunderman movie. So the time is right for these old themes to return. Speaking of old Lego themes, what about Avatar? With a new live-action TV show of Avatar: The Last Airbender coming out, I would see no better time to revive this dead Lego theme. You could get a Lego Avatar: The Last Airbender Appa. Now, there's been so many fan creations of this on Lego Ideas. I do not understand how it has not won already. But as well as Appa, you get like an air temple. I would love to see the Northern Air Temple in Lego form, or just any of them really. They could do the upside down one. That would be awesome, but I don't know how they would do that. Sticking with the Nickelodeon theme, we got the TMNT, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and with the new movie coming out in this August, again, there would be no better time to revive this dead theme. They can make the TMNT sewer lair, which is one of their most iconic points in the show, or they can do one of their cool vehicles like the Shell Razor. Now, one of the things that Lego hasn't done in a really long time is make an MCU brickhead, or any superhero brickhead for that matter. Back in the day when Infinity War was coming out, you got Iron Man, Thanos, Star-Lord, you got all of them, but we have not seen a brickhead in forever, and it's just letting Funko Pop get the advantage over them. Lego is by far not active enough with their community, so I think it would be great for them to step it up and maybe give some Lego sets themed around certain YouTubers that help boost their community. I think Brick Science would be an awesome one to get a Lego set, because he's probably my favorite Lego YouTuber. He has super cool stuff, and he's like a genius. Or maybe MNR, one of the most influential people in the Lego Star Wars community. I think it'd be great to give him a set. Or, you know, you could, of course, give BLB a Lego set. I mean, I don't think BLB would be complaining. While we're on the topic of YouTubers, I feel like it'd be super cool to give some iconic YouTubers Lego sets, such as Mark Rober. Everybody loves Mark Rober, one of the most influential and most loved creators on the entire internet. You give Mr. Beast a Lego set, of course, he'll probably get one eventually anyways, he'll just buy it. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Beast bought Lego already and we just didn't know it. Or I'm thinking Dude Perfect would be a really cool Lego set, you know, getting some HQ vibes, maybe some trick shot stuff. You know, honestly, I think a Dude Perfect card game would be pretty sick, but you know, Lego's works good too. Now, my final theme I'm asking to return, because there's a lot of return themes that I want to see back in 2023, 2024, is Return of Cars. I love Cars. It's the best movie, one of the best movies ever, you know, Ka-chow, Lightning McQueen. a straight fire. Now we're down to the final 3, and these ones are kind of stretching it, but I have seen customs online, so maybe there's the community to get it. But I would love to see Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars is one of my favorite games that I've been playing for years now. I've spent way too much money on that game, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. Sure, it hasn't been the same recently, but it's still a great game, and the fans are wild for it. I think Brawl Stars Legos would be an interesting investment. Maybe not an entire wave for Brawl Stars, but you could do a Supercell wave with Brawl Stars. Clash Royale Lego, where you can make the arena for Clash Royale as well as multiple characters for that game. And then the third part of that wave could be Clash of Clans, another classic Supercell game. The mobile games go crazy here. I think this 3 in a pack would be awesome. Maybe you get 2 sets for each theme in one wave, and then you could do more if it's successful. But I think Lego Supercell would do really well, honestly, because they have such a big community around these games. And with that being said, those are 25 more things I think LEGO should make. And as I said, this is more things, which means I have 20 things LEGO should make already up on the channel, so go check that video out. It'll be on the end card right above me. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy. There's a bunch more crazy content on the way and a bunch I've already made. Peace out, everyone.